Hi all, dear students, good morning. Where did we stop last class? Do you remember? Yes, you are correct. In a thick forest, the boy, our hero, met the woodcutter there. The woodcutter warned the boy about the dangers of his journey, but our boy had a strong wish to see the river. So, he decided to continue his journey. Today, we are going to study more about his journey. Before going to the remaining parts, let us have a look on yesterday's assignments. I think all of you did it. Okay, let us have a look on my versions. Look, this is my version of slogan. Just compare with yours. This is my version of poster. Compare with yours and make necessary corrections. Children, this is my version of description about nature. This one also you compare with yours. Dear children, send your assignments to your teachers for correction. Now let us move on to our next passage. Please listen. The path was steep and the boy had to run most of the time. It was a dizzy, winding path and he slipped once or twice. The hill was covered with lush green ferns. The trees were wound in creepers and a great wild dahlia suddenly reared its golden head from the leaves and ferns. Soon the boy was in the valley and the path straightened out and rose. He met a girl who was coming from opposite direction. She held a long curved knife with which she had been cutting grass. The bangle she wore made music when she moved her hands, and it was as though the hands spoke a language of their own. How far is it to the river? Asked the boy. The girl had obviously never been to the river, or she may have been thinking of another one because she said 20 miles without any hesitation. The boy laughed and ran down the path. A parrot suddenly screeched, flew low over his head. A flash of red and green. The bird disappeared amongst the trees. A trickle of water came from the hillside and the boy stopped to drink. The water was cold and sharp but very refreshing. However, it seemed to have the effect of making him more thirsty. The sun was striking his side of the hill and the dusty path became hotter, the stones scorching the boy's feet. He was sure he had gone halfway. He had walked for over an hour. Presently, he saw another boy ahead of him driving a few goats down the path. How far is the river? He asked. The village boy smiled in a friendly way and said, Oh, not far. Just round the next hill and straight down. The boy, feeling hungry, unwrapped his loaf of bread and broke it in halves, offering one portion to the village boy. They sat on the hillside and ate in silence. When they had finished, they walked on together and began to talking. The boy did not notice the smarting of his feet and the heat of the sun and the distance he had covered and the distance he had yet to cover. But after some time, his companion had to diverge along another path and the boy was once more on his own. Children, read the passage 3 times and answer to the following questions. This is page number 14 of your course book. Read the two descriptions about nature and answer to the 3 questions given below. Dear children, this is page number 19 of your course book. Please read this activity. Listen to this sentence. The path to the river dropped steeply into the valley. Which word shows the relation between the path and river? Yes, the word to shows the relation between the path and the river. Children, please watch the picture and read the sentences. Words like in, on, under, near, beyond, up, into, between, beside, etc. are prepositions. Children, this is page number 20 of your course book. Do this activity using prepositions. Okay.